Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Let's Eat Orlando with Amy Drew and Biggie. And just episode number 16. Hopefully, you're having a good one. Amy Drew, I kind of see you picking at something before, and I'm kind of curious on what it is.
I'm stress eating. It's been a rough week in the restaurant world.
That it has, and we'll definitely want to talk a little bit about that. But I kind of curious on first off, like what is that? What are you eating?
I am eating at least some of the people listening, all three of them, at least one of the three people listening right now, will have probably heard of the viral Dubai chocolate bar, which a TikToker ate this incredible chocolate bar in her car from a very, very small boutique chocolatier in Dubai. And the world went crazy because she was eating it and there was like stuff coming out of it and it looked really amazing. And so so overnight, this place that like got 7 orders now gets like 100 orders every 15 seconds. And I'm not even really exaggerating. But of course, they're a tiny shop. They need to upscale. So they don't have the ability to sell this outside of Dubai yet. But lots of chocolate places have decided to make knockoffs. And our own Peterbrook,
I was wondering if it was them.
is one of them. And
so tell people what the chocolate is and why it looks when they see it, what it is.
For those of you who have the ability to look, this thing, first of all, this is not the whole bar because my kid was eating some of it earlier. This is like another piece of it. So it's huge. It weighs more than a pound. And they have milk and dark chocolate versions, but the inside is the move, right? So the inside is made of a pistachio, tahini, cream that they could not get the cream, anything that they bought that they liked. So they make it themselves. And it is outstanding. Pistachio, tahini, and it's got this crunchy kataifi, which is like a shredded toasted phyllo dough. If you guys like kunefe, kanafa, depending on what Middle Eastern country is serving it, it has slightly different names, but it's this incredible dessert with cheese and kataifi, and it's griddled and they put rose syrup on it, and some places will put a scoop of vanilla ice cream on it, and it's unbelievable. And so that's what's in here that gives it the crunch.
So is it like a layer of all the different ingredients? Because it has like, from seeing the viral video of it, I mean, does it like in the viral video? Obviously, it almost looks like it's oozing out of it.
Yes, it's very creamy. This is a little drier.
Okay.
For those of you just listening, like with my fingers around it, you can see how fat this chocolate bar is.
Yeah, this is a fatty chocolate bar. Like you're not eating like one square is more than enough, but you definitely can probably
I would say like half a square.
I was gonna say you could even quarter the square, one of these Peterbrook squares.
Quarters, absolutely, you could quarter a square. Yeah. I'm just gonna do what the girl in the video did though, because I haven't done this yet. I've just been
okay.
So it's not gonna look quite the same. Sorry. You can go to TikTok. 70 million views this girl got.
So you took a bite of it. It looks like it like.
This is so ridiculous. I'm glad I'm not using my mic.
So what is exactly what are you tasting as you're going with it? Because obviously you got really good chocolate.
A quarter of a square is not enough.
It's that addicting, huh?
Well, I love pistachio. And I love tahini. This cream is it's not really cream. Here, look. Like it's like a paste almost.
Yeah, it's almost like would it say almost be like the cream of a not even like a cream of like a Three Musketeers if you were to use like a version of it, because it looks thicker than that. But is it something kind of like that? But it's got crunchiness to it from what I'm seeing.
It's new, like the stuff inside Three Musketeers. It's almost a little more taffy like.
Yeah.
This is like a paste or a cream
Okay.
with crunchy stuff in it. Oh my god, I have to put this away.
Okay, so obviously it's available at Peterbrook, which I
Mhm.
love. The fact that you got a local, like, and it's available, but when
They
you go
do a
there,
smaller version. It should be noted. I have a piece of. Oh wait, maybe I don't even have. My kid finished it. Sorry. Well,
what?
the article. Go to the Orlando Sentinel, orlandosentinel.com, and you can look for the article on the viral Dubai chocolate bar. They have a smaller version. So the large version, which I was gonna just eat that. I have to put this away. I have to put it out of reach while we talk about this. Excuse me.
What I want to know is I guess when you go there, I mean, obviously you could be like, hey, I want the viral chocolate bar that we heard on the podcast and
Yeah,
we've
the
seen on
Dubai
TikTok.
bar. They know.
But is that what it's called? They just call it the Dubai bar?
With the Dubai chocolate bar. They
Okay.
call it. The funny thing is that the one from Fix, which is the Dubai chocolate shop, was called "Can't Get Kanafa of It." Like,
yes.
it had that great pun.
Yes.
Which, that's.
I love a good pun. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
That's my.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. It's the power of social media, and being able to be able to do that. But what's crazy also is the fact that I think they're at a point now where you could only order it. It's like some crazy thing, but I think it was only from between 2 and 5 o'clock is when they're allowed
you
to
have
order.
to basically be local. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't. You can't. I mean, first of all, they don't know how they're gonna. Basically, they must have people just working around the clock there, like Oompa Loompas in Willy Wonka's chocolate.
Yeah.
But wow, what a cool thing for a small business, huh?
Yeah, it's very cool. Not to mention also very cool for businesses like Peterbrook, because then they could be like, oh, well, we can make this. We've never thought of it.
They tried to do it less homemade, and they were like, this isn't good enough. And so they made their own filling, and wow, that's amazing. I'm going to actually show it to you because I have a little bit of it here, just the filling. It's so funny. It looks like wasabi.
Yeah, it does.
Like ball in this little ball.
Yeah, it totally looks like wasabi.
I'm sure that it does on the thing. But yeah, so you can see that it's... Now, if I pressed on this, which I won't do, but if I did, my finger would just go smush right through it.
Okay. Almost like a dough, like a cookie dough.
It's kind of, yeah, like I'm holding it in the paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a firm cookie dough. It is so good. I would eat this whole ball right now. I would eat this in 2 bites right now.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not going to do that because I'm not an influencer and I don't, like eating on camera. And I'm not really that good at it. Those of you watching know.
I like how you say I'm not really good at it. I don't know if there's a skill for that, but
there is. Watch what I did and then go watch the girl on TikTok.
So that is impressive of a chocolate bar. I think if Peterbrook's doing it, I think that's it's great because then it gives you a reason to actually be able to have it. Not to mention they have great chocolate there and they make everything in house. So it's that's pretty awesome that they actually did it.
Yeah, it's fun. They watch the trends. And so just very quickly, the small bar, which is beautiful, by the way, it comes in milk and dark chocolate versions. That one happens to be milk. And the smaller one that I had was dark. I'm a huge fan. But the little ones are $7.50. And they're sort of like regular chocolate bar size. But you would still, this thing is very decadent. You could serve it in little chunks and share it with people. The big one is $30.
That's worth it that is a one big old ass
First
chocolate
of all,
bar.
It's huge and everything in it is made right there. Like they make the chocolate, they make the filling. And I believe they have now introduced a gelato sundae themed on the chocolate bar where you can get the cream and then they put pistachios on it and they do a little drizzle of chocolate.
Oh, you're all about that. That'll be your next try.
Yeah, I would not mind trying that. But this is good enough. I'm telling you, oh my God, how dynamite. So they have one. And then I tried another version from a little shop down close to Disney called Orlando Nuts, which is a Middle Eastern owned shop. And they have a lot of nuts and a lot of candy and a lot of other stuff. And they have knefe or kanafa. I don't know what they call theirs, but it's the same thing. And they make their own version of this too, in a lot of different shapes. So you don't have to buy the big one, but nothing they have is like what we just saw. At least nothing they had when I went in there the other day. And I have not actually been there yet, but Shipley Donuts, do you know this place?
Yeah.
They have a donut version of that.
I did see that.
Which looks
it's filled,
ridiculous.
right? It's filled in the donut, right? It's almost like
yes.
It's almost like a Boston cream, but it's filled with that.
But it's filled with that stuff. And they take orders because that thing sells out. So when they list it that it's available, order it because they don't have a lot for walk-ins.
We don't have a Shipley's. Do we have a Shipley's in Orlando?
Yes, I wouldn't write about it if we couldn't go there. Yes, there's a Shipley's on Cimarron somewhere.
That's I would have sworn because I saw that and I was like, and I was like, oh, and then I looked them up, but I thought I didn't see them. I just looked them up recently, and I would have sworn we saw one in Orlando, and then I couldn't find it when I was looking. But I may have just not looked properly because I was like, oh, I think it was like in Texas.
Their version of the donut was invented by their staff. So I don't think this is a Shipley's thing because from what I understand, they've done some, Magnolia, New York City banana pudding inspired donuts and other funky things. And I think it's just very specific to this. Like, I don't think you could just go to any Shipley's and order this donut. I think this is
a Central Florida thing.
Yep.
I love that. I enjoy when people jump on the trends and especially if it's a good trend and get to enjoy it. I think that's definitely the way to go. I think that's
like a fun, it's just super fun. It's just a massive, I've never seen a chocolate bar like that in my life.
Yeah, that chocolate bar you got though was like pretty Willy Wonka,
totally.
It's a big old fatty chocolate bar.
It's huge. We'll stick a few pictures in the post when we
Yes. Take a few posts and share it so people can see it. Maybe even video and show what it is so that people can see the close up of it and how good it looks.
Totally amazing.
So what else have you been eating besides this chocolate?
What else have I been eating? It's like hard to remember.
Well, I mean, you write up quite a bit and you eat quite a bit, so it's kind of hard probably for you to remember.
I made split pea soup for my mom this morning.
What was that?
I made split pea soup for my mom this morning.
Okay. You do a lot of soup. We're getting into soup season, so I know you're kind of.
We'll have to do a soupy show. Yes. I did a whole soup series last January, I think, since that's really the only true soup month in Central Florida. Yeah, no, I totally that's definitely a good one. Have you done I saw recently you did do which obviously, you did do I think Epcot, didn't you do like their eat around Epcot? Yes. Oh, that was fun. It's always fun. I always try the new stuff. Like I always want to know what's new. So people are like, "Oh, did you get this? Did you get that?" I'm like, that's last year. I got to try the new stuff. Was there a favorite of the new stuff for anyone who goes to Disney and wants to try something? Did you have like one that was like your favorite? Because I did not try everything, but this is a fun one. I liked, and this isn't the first year they've done this type of wing, but I think they changed the flavor. They're called the Unnecessarily Spicy, but also tasty. No, it's something like that, but really tasty chicken wing at the Brewing Marketplace.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly. Unnecessarily spicy, but totally tasty or something like that. And they're Carolina Reaper curry chicken wings. And I love a challenge. So I will say this, I've never eaten anything. Disney's been getting good with the spice. Like they don't hold back the way I think most theme parks should.
Okay.
But I've never tasted anything there that was this spicy ever.
And you do, as we've talked before in previous episodes, you do enjoy the spice.
I do. I like things that are spicy, and this one you can still taste the curry, so I give them props because you can taste the curry. You get 4 in the order. They're decent sized wings. They come with like a cucumber sauce, which I barely really tasted because I didn't want to cut it. And they're hot. Like, I would not recommend it. Like, I have friends who are like, I don't like spicy. Do not have these. They are spicy. They are legitimately spicy. I could eat them. They weren't too spicy for me, but they are spicy.
That's awesome.
Unless you really know you want a spicy wing, this is not something like I've had other wings that were supposed to be like challenges, and then you taste them and you're like, really? These are not that. These they deliver.
And I'm assuming the wing was good as well then, not just the flavor, but the wing itself.
I'm not gonna lie, it could have been a little crispier, but that didn't surprise me because it's like they have to churn those things out and get them out. But the flavor was there, and really the reason I love them was because it's fun. It's fun to see can I handle this? I'm looking for the name in my little passport.
Your little Epcot passport,
which I still have. Brewing the unnecessarily spicy yet extremely tasty Carolina Reaper pepper curry wings.
Sounds good.
There you have it. That was my favorite, and they have beer there, and I mean beer and wings.
That's a win right there.
Yeah, exactly. And they actually had a cider there, and I'm not usually a big cider person because they're usually too sweet for me.
Mm-hmm.
But with this pairing, it was a serrano pepper cider, which I was with a friend and she could taste the pepper. After I ate these wings, I could not taste the pepper. But the cider itself was so sweet and cold against the wing. But that was hers. And then I had the Three Daughters, whatever the regular beer was, Palm Paradise, I think it was called, was so good with the chicken wings. So yeah, spicy peeps. If you're going to Epcot, you have to go try these.
Did you? I don't know if you watch. Do you watch any of the Hot Ones? Like those Hot One shows that they do? I
always say I want to, but I forget. It's like I'm too busy and I'm not a huge TV.
Yeah. So I don't know if you know this, but do you know that one of the sauces that are now on that lineup of the 10 is Fat Cat sauce, a Central Florida sauce?
I didn't know Fat Cat was in there. I knew that they had done something with the guy up in Sanford.
Yeah, well, they are in. So there's episodes where their sauce is part of the lineup as part of their 10 that's on there. So they get to it's always kind of cool to be able to see them when I see the celebrity. I don't watch too many of them, but when I do, like certain ones.
I know I would like it if I thought about doing it. If I thought about it, I know that I would like it, but I never. It's just when I sit down in front of the TV, I'm like, oh, what am I going to put on anime?
Yeah, but I also think it's like if it's a celebrity you're interested in. I mean, they do a heck of a job with the whole aspect of it. So, I mean, that's the fun part is like how they start asking all these like well researched and well thought out questions, and then the person is like, they're like super numb or they have no idea where the heck they're at as they go progressively worse in the level of heat.
Right.
I definitely think we should, when we do our chicken tender idea, I definitely want to go the route of trying, even though we've talked about trying the chain ones, I would want to try some local ones and maybe do like maybe Jam Hot or something like that, or Chicken Fire, and do like go from like mild all the way to like their hot one, like 5 tenders, and maybe we split them and we each get one and be like, okay, we're gonna go to one, and we go up to the different levels to see.
Roulette with them?
We could do Russian roulette with it, but I mean, I definitely want to try it because I'm at the point now where I'm like, I definitely want to check it, and I want to check my level of spice of what I enjoy or don't enjoy.
I think Chicken Fire has an even hotter one than the one I tried, but when they first opened their brick and mortar, no, they were still in the trailer, I think. I ate the hottest one. Like I tried a few of them and I got the hottest one.
And how did you do with that one?
It was hot. It was definitely hot.
I know that there's some you have to sign waivers for.
I don't think I had to sign a waiver for this one, so they might have an even hotter one. I think that it gets to a point. I do like trying them, but sometimes they get, and I'm not talking about any specific place, but sometimes these things get so hot that it's like all it is just fire. And that was one of the reasons why I give props to Disney, because you can still taste it. These, by the way, are cumulatively spicy. Okay. So if you eat one, great. If you eat 2, it's just going to it will keep getting hot.
It just keeps building.
Yes, it's one of those. Not everybody's like that. These are definitely like that. So,
okay.
warning.
So that's good.
Warning.
That's a good one to kind of see. I did not expect a spicy curry.
It was definitely the most fun,
Yeah.
because I wanted to try it. If I go through the other things that I had, I enjoyed the hot dog at the American Adventure.
Yeah.
It was I got like the like the grossest one. It was the Southwestern hot dog. It was wrapped in bacon and then like smothered in pinto beans and pickled jalapenos, and it was good.
My father-in-law used to make a hot dog like that, a bacon wrapped hot dog with like hot sauce and jalapenos, and he would call it a Tijuana dog. Is what he would call it.
I don't think I've ever had a bacon wrapped hot dog before. I think this was my first time.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
actually did. My daughter and I came up with one when when Cholo Dogs was doing. They did like a thing during COVID, made everyone like different people making hot dogs, and my daughter did one where it was like a candied bacon wrapped hot dog. Is what she did.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Was her thing. Yeah, which is pretty good.
Yeah, I'd have to throw some, and then that would go really good with spice.
Yes.
Also, I like making habanero and jalapeno simple syrup.
Okay.
Cocktails, but I have to tell you this: have you ever made habanero simple syrup?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that stuff weaponizes. It's like a terrorist gas attack.
I was gonna say, do you have to wear goggles and gloves and stuff?
You don't. I'm exaggerating a little, but yes, you have to wear goggles. And if you're sensitive to that,
yeah,
all of a sudden you'll be like, "What's wrong with my eyes?" Because the steam coming up off it when it's bubbling. Yeah, it's like pepper spray.
Man,
airborne pepper spray.
No, I've never had it. I've never even had it thought about having it for a cocktail. So I'm usually that would be that definitely would give a little bit of extra heat to your cocktail for sure.
Yeah, it's good.
So it's been a week. I will say we've seen and heard during this time, and obviously I know we try to make this a general so anyone can listen to it at any time. But at the time you listen to it doesn't really matter when. You'll have seen or heard of many local favorite places either closing or looking to close or just giving the sad news of it. From Alex's Fresh Kitchen to you kind of to Cappy's, to Pom Poms. Valkyrie, yes, Valkyrie. I mean, there's a lot of
weekend, but there was lines, and I was working this weekend, and I was like, I can't wait.
It's funny because I went before the UCF game, hoping that maybe I can sneak in and get it, but they were sold out, so I couldn't before a game, so I didn't get to have one because I wanted to go and have one, and that's a tough one because you want to have these things. Before they go, because obviously
I'm a big Valkyrie fan. That churro donut was one of my favorite. I used to like going in there and getting nugs, putting them in my cup holder. Road trip food.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there right now. Obviously, I think we've kind of seen and others have talked about it. Scott Maxwell have talked about it. Just all the different factors being involved in this time and age. What are your initial thoughts? Because obviously I see the people online. I see you social media people. Everyone's got something to say. And so I see some people that are empathetic and sympathetic, and then I see others that use it as a great excuse to just add wood to the fire. And I don't have time for you, wood on the fire people. But I will say that I am empathetic, and it's people's livelihoods, and it's crushing. Today I will say that one hurt me the most. I saw the thing on Palm, and I know I love Palm, and I've had 2 sandwiches at Pom Poms that I've either inspired or created. So I know she's a wizard, so I call her the sandwich queen. But I will say that I read the article and I read the outline, and I did tear up and watching it, because it's something that, for 20 years, she's been a staple. And
Yeah.
so it's been tough.
Yeah, well, Palm's story is, there's a mix of a lot of the things that a lot of the restaurants have been dealing with for a long time, especially since COVID. A lot of other restaurants have not bounced back the way things were before COVID. Palm, it's not all sad. It's sad for the people who will miss the sandwiches, but she's, embarking on a whole new adventure. And that's, a whole bunch of new adventures, all the different projects she has swirling around in her creative head. And so we will have new fun things to talk about.
Yeah, and I think that's the exciting part. I think it's the part of the nostalgia, and also the fact of like, and I will use this as a platform, because that's one of the things we've talked about is it's very hard right now. It's very hard right now to be able to try to support as many places as you can, because things are expensive. So then where do you go? But at the same time, if this is a wake-up call, Orlando, if there's places that you love and appreciate, I will say this is the time to go and show them love. Spend some money, tell your friends. Heck, even if you can't spend the money, this is like, you don't know how many times I have told people when people go, oh, where's a good place to get sandwiches? And I would say Pom Poms, and they would be like, oh, I haven't been there in forever. And it's like, yeah, like those are the things. It's like, there's so many choices, and I get it. But
and it's hard for people because the people are feeling the same squeeze as the restaurants, which is
correct.
The only thing that I can say to that is it's totally understandable, but that's why you should be understanding when things are expensive. Things are expensive because things are more expensive. So in order to bring to you the things that you have enjoyed, they are having to spend more money to get it to you, and they have to then charge you a little more.
Yeah.
So that they can keep the lights on and pay their people and all that other stuff. So yeah, it's a squeeze. It's a squeeze for everybody. And this one, and I knew this one, this one was gonna hurt. They all hurt, but I knew that this one was like after last week, it's one of those things. It's like, you get up, you start to dust yourself off, and then another.
Yeah. And
wind hits you.
And it's probably not going to be the last one that we'll hear and see, unfortunately. And that's something that obviously we will have to, and then new places will arise from it, and others will pivot and figure things out. But yeah, it definitely was not a fun read, even though obviously I've tried all her different concepts, so whatever she's coming up with, I'm going to be eating with that Palm. If Palm's cooking, I'm eating. So I'm not really too worried on that aspect of it. I just will miss the things like the Mama Ling Ling, and obviously I'll miss my Deli Boss, the spaghetti and meatball sandwich that she came up with, because I told her that I wanted to do one of those. And
I've never had that one.
That is a banger. I'm not gonna lie, that was a banger. And my favorite thing about that was I told her that I actually, one day talking with her, I told her, I was like, yeah, there's this restaurant that I really want them to do a spaghetti and meatball sub. And she was like, what if I did it? She's like, and I was like, if you did it, yeah. And then one day she literally called me and she goes, hey, can you and Bella, my daughter, she's like, can you guys come over? And I was like, I'm going to R&D something. And I said, sure. And I said, what time do you need us? And I went over there with her. And when we got there, she put us to work. She put aprons on us and put gloves on us and said, put us to work. And I said, what are we doing? And we went into like her, her kitchen, her little Wizard of Oz kitchen. And then she's like, oh, we're prepping for the special tonight. You guys are the special. It's the Deli Boss. And it was this, it was a spaghetti and meatball sandwich that I've made when I was a kid, and it made even better because it was on bread, not even a roll. And then she made this amazing like garlic schmear that would like spread that was
Like a
on
garlic
it.
spread, like putting it on garlic bread.
Yes. And then it would basically, that's like the glue that would hold the spaghetti and the meatballs.
She's good for glue because the Mama Ling has that cream cheesy thing going on
Yes.
that like
And then she
glues
just
it all
did her
together.
press on it, and man, that thing sold like crazy. Like everyone loves that sandwich, and I was like so loved that she like I inspired it because it was something that I wanted to do, and she did a hell of a lot better job than how I make it when I would go to restaurants and order it at a restaurant, with the garlic spread and all that stuff. And then I got another time I got to make another sandwich with her. That was a secret menu item, which is there now. So if you hear this and you want to try to make it, they'll make it for you. It's called Gouda Meat'cha, which I got to do that one too. And that was the first sandwich that I ever got to create. And me being obviously a sandwich guy, like that was like the greatest honor that I got to like go in with her and she'd be like, what do you want to make? And I was like, this is what I'm thinking. And then she gave me like those are the moments I appreciate when someone understands like the levels of how your palate will taste things, and then like literally having that conversation with her about like, well, this is what I'm thinking and this is kind of what I want to do, and I want to do a smoky sweet. And then we're like, where we had like the Gouda cheese, and then we had like 3 different meats because I wanted something meaty. So then she's like, oh, we'll do like we'll do like the pastrami, and we'll do ham and roast beef. So that way there's different layers of salt layers. And then I was like, and then we did strawberry jelly and onion. So that way there was like a little bit of like everything. I mean, it's a great sandwich. Whatever she makes is great. I mean, to be honest, but yes.
I was about to say, because I was like going to go run, get my Pom Poms t-shirt and be like, oh, this is turning into the Pom tribute episode. But you know what? We should do a Pom tribute episode.
I'm all about doing a Pom tribute episode.
Back, maybe Miss Pom, I'm formally asking you. I don't know if I'll get to talk to you before this airs, but I'm formally asking. Come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Let's recap. Let's do a recap. We'll talk about Pom's greatest, because I have a couple of funny ones I was just going to share. And then I was like, it's, we've been talking for a long time. Maybe we should invite her back and you can talk about creating the sandwich and I can talk about eating corn dogs with her at the state fair, the county fair, the story we did.
I would love that. Yeah, we definitely should. I think it would be great. And then that way she can kind of talk about, I think it'd be a great perspective, because I think a lot of people, reading the article or seeing the article may have different thoughts, and, and there's a level of frustration, and I can only imagine, especially when you do so much and you're in that, like she said, a hamster wheel. It's got to be difficult.
It is. It's difficult, and I think it'd be fun because we can also, maybe by then she'll be ready to talk about that coming up. So
yeah, I love how you gave me that poker face, and I love that. At least I know that there's something ahead to look forward to, and it's not, even though you may be sad now, you may be happy, and
don't be sad because it's over. Be happy because it happened, and
correct.
Be happy that there's going to be something else.
Correct.
So that's fun.
So we talked a little bit. We've talked to everything from sweet to some heat to maybe a little bittersweet, with the fact of Pom Poms.
Your DJ thing going on there.
With Pom Poms, but definitely lots of things to talk about, lots of things going on. I appreciate you taking the time to sit with us and listen to us. There's going to be a little bit of a lag, because I know we're both on travel. We're both going on travel. So it'll be fun to kind of, when we recap, we can talk about things we ate, even though that they may not be Orlando based, but you will have eaten quite a lot of fun things.
Mm-hmm. And I just ate some of this pistachio stuff, which I've been waiting the whole thing. Wow, that's good. You got to get some of this. Man.
I will. I need a reason. I don't need many reasons to go to Peterbrook, but that is definitely a reason. I will go. It looks like wasabi.
It does. I love spice. That's what it is. It's wasabi. I'm lying. It's not candy.
Well,
wow, that's ridiculous.
I appreciate you guys listening. Thank you so much. Thanks for the repeat folks that have left reviews. Definitely subscribe. You'll have a little bit of a lag from us, just because I know Amy Drew's going to be out and about traveling and enjoying. And so are you.
Let's talk about. Oh my God, you're going to be eating some good food.
We will. We'll talk about our travels as our next episode. We'll recap, talk about where we've eaten, and I look forward to catching up and being able to talk more about food and where we've been. and what we're celebrating.
And you're going to say goodbye to me because I'm eating on camera now?
Yes, I will say goodbye. So
Okay,
thanks everyone for
so
listening.
good.
As Amy Drew keeps eating, by the way, at Peter Brook, you just go there and say, "Hey, I want what Amy Drew's eating. I want to try that. Plus, maybe add some chocolate covered pretzels because I love those, and
Yes,
chocolate covered
my
potato
favorite
chips."
trail mix is dark chocolate raisins and dark chocolate espresso beans.
Oh,
that's what I call my Peterbrook trail mix.
I love it. I love it. Well, thanks everyone for listening, and we'll be back, and enjoy it. Have a good night, and don't forget, keep eating and supporting local. Do you got anything else?
No, just thanks for listening and watching.
All right. Bye, everyone.